Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Tuesday night, the first Tuesday of the brand new year. What, 2021 is it? It's 2021. It's finally 2021. Oh my goodness. Breathe a sigh of relief for 2021. Of course, probably it's not going to be that much better, especially up front. But I'm trying to be optimistic. We're
That
not
doesn't
heading
sound like
closer to the.
optimism.
We're not heading closer. We're not heading closer to the dystopian future that is Shadowrun. I'm sure. But if that is what's happening, we'll be ready because we've been practicing every Tuesday night. So we're
For
ready
months.
for yes, for months. All right, so it is the new year. Welcome. We are playing Shadowrun missions. I'm Danny. I am a Rem Alternus person that does lots of stuff with Rem Alternus, and also I am the missions developer for Callus Game Labs, kind of writing these up for the new stories and new seasons, especially for 6th edition now. And we are doing a full playthrough of the Chicago story arc. Let's see. We finished 1, 2, 3, right? We finished the third mission.
We can
and
count to 3 now.
Yes, we can count to 3. And so we are between 3 and 4. Some folks did some shopping. Some folks went out and took care of some things. And then Satchel, something happened.
Oh, yes. Going home, Satchel came across some old acquaintances from the Makers Collectives, I want to say. Brick and I forget his.
Believe you ran into Brick wasn't quite there that evening. It was Larry and Sheila.
Oh, okay. Larry and Sheila. And Larry had been shot by racist gangers. Trying to remember their name.
Humanus.
Humanus. That
Yes, Humanus gangers.
The Humanus gangers, and I let everybody know, and it seemed like everybody was down to punch some Nazis, and we took the gentleman down to the clinic, and he had been let go before we came to see him that next morning. So he's up and running, feeling fresh and fine, and yeah, that was it, right?
Yeah. So you kind of called out the troops, put a call out to the troops, see who was going to show up, and maybe see if you could help out. But with that said, before we get into everything else, sometime earlier that morning, and we might be retconning like the last 5 minutes of something in the last session. That may be the case, but sometime earlier in the morning, Flea, having woken up to do whatever Flea's morning routine is.
She has to poop.
That's probably part of the morning routine. I was thinking more like exercise and stuff, but fair enough. And there is
everyone.
Happy Tuesday. Happy New Year. All right, so yeah, she gets a buzz on her comm link. Looking at it, it doesn't have it doesn't have a caller ID or anything like that. It's just kind of got static on the screen.
Creepy.
I tap it, wondering if it's on my side or not. And hello? Hello?
Is this the mage who was at my domain earlier today? Yesterday.
Internally, she goes, "Oh shit!" But her like nervous, like extroverted side, when she got really nervous before, comes out and goes, "Hey, Tuxedo, how's it going, pal?"
You said that you would do something for me, a favor if you would.
Yep. I definitely said that.
It does turn out that there is something I need done. And I would like you to come by this morning so we can discuss it.
Ooh.
All right, I'll give the team a call and they can get there.
As you will. And then, like, you just hear this, like, loud static crackle over the comm, and then it dies.
As soon as it dies, she just goes, "Fuck." And she kind of paces around and thinks about and collects some stuff like, the radiation suit and gas mask and things like that, and some backup gear. And she she's gonna give Gertrude a call.
Okay.
Gertrude answers on like the first ring.
Hey, Gertrude.
Hey, Flea, what's going on? It seems a little early for you to call.
Yeah, well, early to work early to a job came up, but I'm gonna be MIA for at least a day. Yeah. I'll check in, but everything's cool. But I have a solo job and just wanted to let you know that I won't be available for shenanigans.
Okay. As long as you say that everything's okay and you're not in trouble or you don't need me to drive a van into anything.
No, I'll call you if I need it.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, just give me a shout.
Will do.
Be safe.
Always.
Why does this sound like goodbye?
How do I?
Right.
All right. So, with that, she hangs up on that call, Gertrude. And so, for the audience, we have our big Kickstarter coming up pretty soon, and Sarah's been very busy working on that and putting together commercials and jingles and corralling everything she needs from me to make it go. And so that's what she's been working on. So she is actually doing that tonight, and will be back with us next week. And we'll see her then. But I do want to note that when she does return, it will be with a new character. So we'll see what she's got for us next week.
I've been going through withdrawal. I just need up again. So really excited for it. And yeah, Danny downplayed it, but Coddlesworth's Clockwork Circus, which is a steampunk fantasy graphic series, is being kickstarted February 2nd, 2021. So it's coming up. It's going to be really great. You might see something about it in the intermission if Tom's able to get his computer to fly. But I'm really excited about it, and it's a whole lot of work. So catch you guys later.
Ta-da.
Danny.
Okie dokes. So with that, we go back to the Maker Collective where it's early morning, and Satchel's there. Who else is there so far? Is anyone there so far besides Satchel?
Was this the day that was it Brick got released from the hospital?
Yeah, Brick has been released from the hospital.
Okay, then I would be in the area, I think, because I wanted to go and check up on him.
Check him out. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, girl stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, so definitely head that direction and stop in. The nurse at the desk looks up. Yes, hi, can I help you, please?
I brought my friend in here last night, early this morning. Gunshot wound to the torso.
Yes. Yeah. Someone else was in here asking about that. He was released this morning. Everything went fine, and I believe that there was. Oh yes. And he took with him whatever remainder of the funds that were, because you paid up front. It looks like, and yeah, so that more than covered it, and so we didn't know what to do with the rest, so we just sent it with him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's my friend. He should absolutely take the remainder if it wasn't used for his care.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. So is there anything else I can do for you?
I just wanted to check in on him, so thank you very much, and thank you for taking care of him last night.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, not me. I just came up, but yes, of course.
And Gertrude will give her a big smile and then walk back out to Darcy.
Okay. Etienne, what's your morning like? I do believe that you got a. Did anyone call Etienne yet?
I don't know if they called me or not.
You were playing hockey
Yeah.
or watching hockey, right?
The night before and drinking.
Yeah. I was watching the game night before, and so yeah, his morning is probably until someone calls him. He's probably passed out in his bunk, the little room that's attached to his garage.
Okay. Well, that is indeed where you wake up.
Etienne just rubs his head, and without even getting up, he just turns on his AR and he starts looking at the matrix. See if he missed any messages or call, or just basically doing the morning thing where you watch your matrix Facebook or whatever. He slowly gets up, groggily, and goes, tabarnak. And he goes to the coffee maker and he prepares it and slowly shambles towards his bathroom to start up his morning.
To poop. So, okay.
All that soy calf.
So Satchel, having determined that that Brick was no longer at the it was Brick, not Larry. Brick. That Brick was no longer at the clinic. Probably kind of hoofed it back over to the collective itself. And given that you're walking and that Darcy is a vehicle, as you're about 4 blocks from the collective, Darcy kind of rolls up on you.
Oh, kind of like wave happily at Gertrude.
I'll lean over. I'll slow down and lean over and open the door and say, "You want to ride?"
Where are you off to?
I was actually coming to find you.
Oh, well then, sure. If you come to find me, then yeah, just kind of hop in. I'm off to the Makers Collective if you don't mind.
Yeah, not at all. I stopped in at the hospital and they said that Brick got released earlier this morning.
Oh yeah, I was there a little bit earlier and they told me that too.
Okay.
Yeah, they said he took off with the rest of your money. I hope that's cool.
It's fine.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I have so much budget for, random community medical care, so it's fine.
Well, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Do you know? Is Dr. Tate in the Makers Collective, or he's over here
No.
in the hospital?
He's generally over at the vault, is
Okay.
where he is where his main office is, and then he's trying to expand into the zone. But the he's not at the Maker Collective, and he is not the person that runs the clinic that you were at.
Okay. Cool beans. After we get to the Makers Collective, I'm supposed to have a meeting with Dr. Tate a little bit later. You mind do you mind taking me there as well? I mean, I don't want to take you out of your way.
That's fine.
Yeah. Cool beans. Thank you.
All right. Are you stopping at the Maker Collective first, or are you just heading directly?
What was I gonna get at the Makers Collective?
I'm probably going to check in on Brick, I thought.
Yes. Yeah. See what's up with him.
All right. So yeah, stopping at the Maker Collective. Let's make sure we're at the right place. Yep. Okay. Stopping at the Maker Collective. It's not a lot going on. Early in the morning, you head inside and kind of beeline to the right to where Dangerous Crew hangs out. And sitting there in Dangerous Crew are, of course, your friends and mine, Brick, Larry, and Sheila. So let's do a quick push so that we can this. Does this work? If I click this again, even though you can already see them, like if you select them, if I do a push, does it push without, or do I have to turn it off and then turn it back on?
Like if I click it again, it pulls up another little thumbnail over. That's what you're asking.
Right, but like so right now it's shared with everybody, and then there's a button that says show to players. So if it's not already shared and I click that button, it pushes it, right? It opens it up for you. But if I'm asking if it like is Brick popping up now?
It popped up in my screen.
Brick did?
Pop up. No.
Yep.
Now he did. Okay.
Well, okay. So now if I push Larry's button, it's going to pop up in your screen too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to know. All right. So Sheila, Larry's the older fellow, the older orc who's kind of been around the block, and so he's kind of almost like their advisor, like they're kind of a little bit of a wannabe gang. And you see that Brick's got his jacket on, but he doesn't have a shirt on underneath. He's got it's unzipped, and you see the bandages kind of going around his torso. And he looks over and he's like, "Oh, hey, man, thanks, man, thanks a lot. I feel way better."
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened? How'd they roll up on you?
I mean, we got jumped. We were down. We weren't even in there. Like, we weren't even in their stuff. Like, Crackers just jumped out, and we were just kind of close to midway. Yeah, they just kind of came out of nowhere, and and they jumped us, and they took blue, and they took pink, and we were trying to fight them, and then that's when I got shot, and we barely got out of there. But yeah, they trekked up, man.
That's some bullshit. Do you know where they could possibly where they're keeping blue and pink?
So Larry kind of says, "Well, you know, the Humanists control a lot of that area down there south of Midway. It's pretty wide swath, so probably need to maybe someone that knows something or knows someone down there, but it's you know, it's not just a couple of blocks.
And then I uh I call up Etienne, and then I try to call up like Flea and Kaida to see like what they're up to, and then more like trying to definitely grab Etienne, see if he can like scan the matrix for any like noise around whatever area swath of land that Brick is describing to me.
Sure. So is this like a conference, or are you gonna just call them one at a time?
I'm just gonna conference, call everybody.
Okay. So you
Rally the
call
banners,
everybody.
if you will.
You call up everybody, and Etienne, you get a notification that there's an incoming call.
You just he answers as he's getting out of the bathroom and like picking up his mug of coffee. Like, yeah.
Yep. So there's Etienne. The other two lines just kind of keep ringing for a while, and eventually they just stop.
Flea said she was doing another job today, so she was going to be unavailable.
Oh, okay.
But I do have 2 fists for punching racists.
What?
Oh, okay.
It's too early to punch people. What are you talking about?
It's never too early to punch racist.
What? I mean, Kaida and I kind of drank a lot.
This is your public service announcement for the day. It's never too early to punch a racist. All right. Sorry, Thomas. Go ahead.
Yeah, we kind of drank a lot last night, so I don't know if he's available yet. I think I am. I don't know. What was this all about? Racist? What?
A buddy of ours, Brick, got jumped by Humanis yesterday, and a couple of his friends, Blue and Pink, got kidnapped. And I was just trying to see if you could possibly, do your, wiry, like matrixy thing, and like see if there's anything going on in this area. And he describes the area that Brick was talking about.
Yeah, I can check if there's chatter about something that happened. Who got hit by a brick?
No, Brick got hit by a bullet.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm still waking up, still fuzzy.
I mean,
okay, so who did that? You said racist. Do you know like gang name or something?
Yeah, Humanis.
Oh shit! We weren't kidding about racist. But this is pretty big. This is just like the entire.
That's why I have big troll fists for punching Humanis.
Damn.
That's a good point. It's just like I don't know much about these guys, but I know they have like cells and subgroups. So if you could figure that out, that may narrow it down for me a little bit.
I'll definitely keep I'll definitely keep that in mind.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll get to work on that. If you want to come and pick me up, I mean, I got a shovel. I can shove in some racist face and a gun. So.
And a gun. All right. Yeah.
All right. Just ping me on the Matrix when you show up. I'll open the door for you. I'll be out and looking for that stuff.
Oh, before you go, you said you saw Kaida recently, right?
Yeah, we watched the game yesterday, and we got shit faced with some of the angels.
Oh, did he pass out with you?
He stops and he looks around the garage because he doesn't know. No, I don't think he's here. Kaida, you here? No, I don't know. I think he think I saw him left at some point.
He was talking to that one girl that
The
a
teenager?
while ago. No, not the teenager. The one that was with her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I kind of lost track of it. Yeah, I was really into the game, and so yeah, I think I broke my thread projector. Shit.
He's a grown ass man. He'll or grown ass elf. He'll find his way home. Don't want to like
Yeah.
cock block him or anything. I mean, sorry, Gertrude. Just didn't mean to locker room talk you. Yeah.
All right.
And then yeah. And
So
then
with that, you drop the call and kind of look up. Right about this time, Sheila looks kind of behind you guys and, hey, get out of here, kid. And as you turn and look for an instant, you think it's Kaida, but his hair is different. And he's kind of dressed more like urchiny, or like it's like an old hand-me-down jacket. But then you realize it's not Kaida actually. So with that, Kyrie, yeah, the female orc there is yelling at you, like, get out of here.
And then, so I guess I walk away.
Well,
You don't have to be.
I mean, they always tell you to get out of there, but you know.
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why you're being so mean.
They're just like that. You're gonna have to get used to it, my man. Like how are you doing today?
Well, I was doing well up until I was asked to leave. I'm trying really hard to fit in. It just doesn't seem to work.
I know. I get you. I get you. For real. I get you. But yeah. What's your name, buddy?
I'm Nico. I'm Nico.
I'm Satchel.
Like the bag?
Yes, like the bag.
That's a strange name for a kid. Your mom came up with that?
No, it wasn't my mom.
So yeah, that's all great, Nico. But we got other important things going on. So we were trying to figure out how we're gonna get Blue and Pink back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I know. I've been sitting here listening to you. I was waiting for you to ask my advice.
Why would we ask your advice?
Because I'm woke. I have magic, and I've been training. No, seriously. I know that in the past, every time I tried to do magic, it just went crazy. But I've been training with this guy.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Norrell.
Kaida Norrell. Yeah. And so I'm way better.
So what's your advice, Nico?
My
advice, what do you think?
Well, according to Kaida, the best way to get anything done is by effing S up. Can I curse in front of you guys? And so, basically we go in there wherever, because at this point they took our people. So it's totally okay for us to beat their A's.
Yeah, I think. Are you about the smoke, Nico?
The smoke. All about the smoke. My smoke isn't dragon smoke though, like Kaida's, but I got a lot of smoke. So sometimes if you summon a spirit, it'll give you like, how can I explain it? It'll show you things that you can't necessarily see, and it'll sense things that you can't sense. So maybe one of my spirits can find Blue and Pink, which are also really weird names.
I mean, Yeah. Yeah, yeah, do that.
Yeah, if you want to help us find them, we can definitely. You got to be closer, though, right? You can't do it from here.
I've never tried. I know we can't see them if they're hidden or if they're behind buildings and such. So I don't know. Maybe I should summon the spirit and ask. Okay.
All right.
So I'll try. And so then he looks up at everybody with this like terrified look on his face, especially to the gang members. And then, you know, he stiffens his back.
They're
a little
looking
bit
at you with like narrow eyes.
Right.
You know.
Because basically this is going to determine whether like this is make or break for him because it's the first time anyone's ever listened to him, right? Okay.
Gertrude's standing behind the gang members with 2 thumbs up and a big smile.
Yeah. And so when I see that, I get a little confidence. Okay. Then I go to. Okay. You just want to roll?
You are going to tell me what force spirit you're trying to summon.
I want to force. New character. I have no idea. Let me try a force 6 spirit of air.
So force 6. So you're going to use your summoning skill.
Got you. No, not modifiers. Force.
No modifiers.
It didn't ask me for force.
Yeah, that's so for summoning spirits, it's not going to ask you for force because it doesn't need to calculate drain that way.
Got you.
All right.
Did it come up?
I haven't seen it yet.
Try again.
Summoning. There it goes. All right, so that is a 3. And this, so that's 4 drain that you're going to have to soak against. So go to your drain and then press that button and see if you soak the drain. But you do get a force 6 spirit of air.
Where am I looking for drain? I can't ever find it. Is it core?
No, it's going to be under magic.
Magic. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
And it's just that first button there. Nice. So no drain. Absolutely fine.
So he looks at the gang members and he kind of goes, he tries to lift his eyebrow like Kaida taught him, but he can't quite do it. So he just makes like really strange faces. I learned that from Kaida. He says that to Gertrude.
I can see it.
he said a mage's strongest weapon is a well-placed eyebrow lift.
I haven't seen anything to contrary, so that makes sense.
Me either.
Yeah,
I agree.
Have you seen Kaida recently?
No. I mean, what do you consider recently? I didn't see him today.
Okay. I mean, like, did he ever mention like where he was going or
Well, we're supposed to train later, but if you guys can't find him, then I don't think I'll be able to find him.
Oh, I mean, I'm not too worried about him. He's very capable.
He is. But if he's not at the collective, that means that our lesson's not going to happen today.
There's always tomorrow. And then
there's always tomorrow.
And then and then so he turns to Gertrude and it's like, do you want to go pick up Etienne?
Yeah. Were you able to talk to your spirit?
So in the astral plane, right in front of Nico, patiently waiting for whatever Nico called them for, is a wolf form spirit of air. It's kind of looks like it's made up of like just crackling electrical energy that's like just moving around and forming a body, if you will.
Okay, so Nico goes into astral mode and he sees the spirit, and he kneels one knee and he says, "Hello, spirit. I mean, Jan spirit. That's right, right? That's what I have to say first, right?
It kind of tilts its head and looks at you.
Okay, so maybe I got my wires crossed. Still, thank you for being here and being summoned. Appreciate it. We're trying to find two of our friends, or I guess, yeah, our friends. And we don't know where they are. And I guess the question is, can you find them for us?
Yes. 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 Maybe.
Barking.
Yes.
Okay. What do I have to do?
Tell me who to find.
Oh, we need you to find Blue and Pink.
As you say the names of these individuals,
Right.
like in your head, you kind of see images of them because you know what they look like and all
Right.
of that. So those kind of flash, and then the spirit kind of goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, right. I'll come back when I find them." And then it just like it zips away. Like as far as you're concerned, it's almost like it just disappears because it moves
Right.
out in the astral plane and is, as it leaves the collective, it's just gone. You can't see it. So that might
So,
take a
like,
little bit of time.
Him searching?
Yeah, that might take a little bit of time, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Is
Okay, so like as soon as he like blurs out of there, I pop out of astral blow, and I'm like, oh my god, that was awesome. And then I turn to Satchel, and are you still there, Satchel, or did you go look for Etienne?
Oh no,
he's
I'm still here.
He's still there. I look at Satchel and Gertrude. I'm like, so the spirit said that he is going to find them, and when he does, he'll let me know. But I don't know how long that'll take.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I think the spirits come back to you. Am I correct?
Whenever they have completed the task, or I mean, I think that if I didn't bind him, so if sunup happens between now and then we have to do this all again.
Okay. I mean, but if he finds them in between time, they'll come and find you. You don't necessarily have to stay in this one spot, do you?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. No, I'm gonna
Well,
say
then
no.
our day continues.
Awesome.
Like,
Wait, I get to go with you guys?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like if they find it, if they find them, they're coming to you, right? Yeah. So just tag along with us for a little bit.
And then I like snap my head back at the other gang members, and I just love their eyebrow thing, and I look at you guys, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
So before we leave, I need just a couple of things. I need an egg, whiskey, and Tabasco sauce. And then we can go. From a shop along the way, unless we can get it here.
like Larry looks over and is like, I got some whiskey.
Right.
It's synthahol, but
that'll do.
All right. And he reaches back and pulls out a half empty glass bottle, light brown in color, and no label. Here.
Thanks. And I will slot him over 25. It is. I'm going to help him with his hangover.
I knew I recognized that.
oh yeah, hangover. Little hair of the dog, huh? Yeah, well, that makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, let's go. I'm excited. I'm so excited. But like, so you said that you talked to Flea, right? Do you know where she went?
She had another job that she had to do today, so she was going to be out of pocket, as they say.
Okay.
Someone says that.
I
Yeah,
don't really know what that
whoever-
means.
whoever
But maybe
says
it's
that.
in one of Kaida's books, right? He was going to make a book of phrases.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Kaida phrase or not. It usually means that you can't get to them. At least that's my understanding. Like they're out of touch.
Yeah.
Maybe because you kept your comms in your pockets. I don't know.
I like how he has the jersey. He would put the jersey on.
Yeah, he still has it on. He's just-
All right, cool beans. So I call shotgun as we get into Darcy. And then as he gets in, I'm kind of like excitedly like pointing to, oh wait, you need to get things.
I'm sure I can hit up a stuffer shack or equivalent thereof on the way over. The whiskey was going to be the hard part to get in the morning.
Okay. So I'm like showing Nico, like, so this is where we keep the band-aids, and then over here's the Valkyrie module. And then the gun point's over here. All right, I'm not exactly sure what's in the glove box, but it's assuredly not band-aids. And yeah, and there's snacks under the seat. Yeah.
There are snacks under the seat.
There
Yep.
are.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Nico,
Sounds-
just make yourself comfortable, and we're gonna go pick up another friend of ours who's also searching for blue and pink.
Okay, I'll do that. And then so Nico like sits down and like he doesn't want them to see, but he like slowly reaches for one of the snacks and like and kind of like hides and nibbles on it. He's incredibly hungry.
like
Gertrude
he
will
doesn't-
pretend not to notice.
As will Satchel, because he actually now Satchel will just reach under the seat and grab his own bag of snacks. And just unabashedly just start eating them.
All right. So, you eventually rise over at the triangle, which is where Etienne stays, and Kaida lives around there. You know that. I don't know that anyone's actually been to Kaida's place directly, but yeah, that's definitely the right place to find Etienne.
So send
I don't think-
Etienne a text as we're pulling up.
I don't think I've ever been to Etienne's house, right?
The garage? I think
Yeah.
so. Not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But anyway, the door is open as you send the message, like this garage sliding door. And Etienne is in the garage, but he's like on a crappy like lawn chair, and he's unconscious in the Matrix with his coffee mug like on his leg, and he still has the Montreal's Canadian shirt on.
And so, like, Satchel kind of like comes in and like, look, is his mug empty?
There's like just a little bit of coffee left in there.
Or so he takes his mug and like dumps it out, and he's like, "You got that egg?"
I mean, you could have drank that soy coffee instead of dumping it out, but yes, I will. I'll mix this concoction for him. It'll help him feel better when he comes out.
You both get a message that says, "What are you doing with my cup?"
It'll make you feel better, we promise.
Okay.
And then I just pass the cup over to Gertrude.
So while they were coming over, I guess he did some like basic search of what they asked for, the preliminary research. So if you want me to roll matrix search.
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
All right, limited by 5.
6. Oh no, well, yeah, forgot to switch it around. It would be 6. Sorry.
Okay, so but still 5, 6. Looking into Humanus and the containment zone, it's not so much that there's like Humanus Poly Club kind of stuff going on down there. It's literally there is a Humanus state settlement. What does that mean even? Like there's no Humanus state, but of course it's the containment zone. So some folks went in there and decided that this is the Humanus state. So it doesn't look like it's all humans there, but it does look like if you're not a human there, it's a rough time for you. Overall, the gang, it's actually a really large gang and sort of kind of been brought together under the leadership of a single charismatic person. And that is the Human Brigade. They are number between 200 to 300 members in the gang. And then there's, not including just the average citizen there's probably several thousand that are like fully on board their bus. So if you were to go down there and try to mess with anybody in that area, there's a few thousand people that will not be happy with you. That said, it is a large area, so it's not like, one city block and everyone there is, like The Raid, that movie, which is a good movie, by the way.
The Raid Redemption?
Was it The Redemption? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and the group's leader is Dean, the Duke, Reichard. And you get information that he is, he's a former, he was a Boy Scout. He's an Eagle Scout. This is five hits on this. And mostly they're doing farms and field work in a lot of the old kind of, they've changed all their buildings up. So any recreational building, any large building, gymnasiums, theaters, they've set up some sort of like agricultural, what's like hydroponic stuff, using gray water and rainwater that they catch. And apparently they're growing. They've been growing. And it's probably has to do with their ties to the Humanist Poly Club itself. And then the governor of the Humanist state is Cameron Roth, is his name. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So you guys get an info dump on your comlinks about all of that, and then Etienne wakes up and he's like, "Yeah, that's something. It's not the small gang that your buddies butted heads with. Quite dangerous." So you said we needed to go and rescue someone from there?
Yeah, they apparently they got grabbed.
Yeah. You remember Brick, right? From the
Nah.
Makers Collective?
Nah, I didn't know. I went to the Makers Collective a few times, but I went into the shops and I don't think anyone was called Brick.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. You remember Sheila?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, she's also pretty legit. But yeah, so I was going home and Bert got shot, and Gertrude Flea and I, took him to the clinic and told us about how Humanus jumped him and then took blue and pink. That's why I called you. And then so that's where we're and then Nico, right?
Yeah, it's Nico.
Oh, hey, Kate. Nico? Who's that? Oh, hey.
Yeah, he's really like a disciple or a student or friend, little brother, cousin.
He liked to say I was his apprentice.
Yes,
Apprentice.
that. But yeah, his apprentice.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him one day when we were at the collective, and he was setting up his pop-up shop. And
yeah, I remember he was doing that. Yeah. Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And then he holds out his hand to have his handshake.
And he gets up from his chair like, ugh. And he comes over and he shakes your hand like weakly.
What's wrong with you?
Yesterday was a rough night. And he looks down and is like, I still have that on. What did you do with my cup? I still have coffee that I could use.
So Gertrude hands you back your coffee cup and says, so this is a 250-year-old hangover cure. It's called prairie oysters. For some reason, it has no prairies or oysters in it, but it works. You should just drink it, and I'll tell you what's in it later.
Like one gulp or...
Probably. I wouldn't sip it. This is not a drink to be savored.
Oh, God. All right. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's still some left in there. Shit. Oh. And he finishes it while complaining.
Nico points and laughs.
You can trust me. I'm a doctor.
That's why I drank it, but I'm starting to regret.
That's why I drank.
IRL, that shit does work. But yeah.
All right, let me go rinse the cup and have another cup of coffee and put on my armor and I'll be ready. Where's my shovel? And stretches it and just like wanders around the garage, picking stuff up that he's gonna need and getting ready to go slowly.
I think it's over there in the corner.
No, that's not the good one. This one's gonna break if I hit someone with it. That's the one.
You had more than one?
It's a shovel, man.
I mean, fair enough. And he kind of like is less excited. And now he realizes.
It's a shovel.
It's a shovel.
Okay, so are you just waiting inside the garage then for Etienne, or?
I mean, I'm either waiting for the van to drive off or for Etienne to come back with something. So you want to tell me about yourself, Nico? Like, where did you come from, or where are you going?
Well, the dangerous crew. Sorry, the dangerous crew. They tell me I talk too much. So I don't really know how much I should say, but I don't know. You know how it is in Chicago, just hustling, making sure that I'm not, dead or unalive is pretty much the goal every day.
That's a pretty good goal.
My mom died when I was young. I like to open with that so that way everyone knows. So there's no awkward mom references later on. I don't remember her, but it took a toll on my dad, and he's somewhere. I don't know where. He got, substances. And so I haven't seen him, but I'm pretty sure he's still in Chicago. I mean, I hope he's still in Chicago. Now it's awkward. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Like I'm looking for family here too.
Oh. Well, I'm kind of already trying to get in the dangerous crew, but I mean, we can be friends.
That sounds good, Nico.
Awesome.
I'd say right about now, about an hour has passed since you left the Maker Collective. Etienne is now ready to go to where? Not sure yet. And yeah, that's just kind of where you're at.
Meow.
That's
It's a loud cat.
does your cat do Donald Duck? Is that what that
is? What?
She's like, you're not paying enough attention to me. So she's trying to get all up in my grill and stuff. And so yeah, she's a diva. I'm trying to get her out the way.
Kittens.
I'm just saying, she was sounding like, I thought someone made like a Donald Duck sound at first. I was like,
right.
Wait, what? All right. Yeah. So,
yeah, Etienne's ready to go. He's like, I don't have it's with the information I sent you, if you looked it over while I was getting ready, it's like they use the occasion to make their own little settlement there of Eightfold people. So that's kind of shitty, and it's going to be hard to pinpoint where exactly they brought your buddies at. Do we know you guys know anyone who would know about that? I mean, say maybe we could talk to the Angels. They may be aware of gang activity and stuff, but they sure as hell don't run with these guys. But maybe just so they're, I don't know, maybe they keep tabs on them just so they're aware of their movement or something.
Well, I try to keep my ear pretty close to the streets. So there's a little I could tell you about what's going on in Chicago as far as gang relations, if you really want to know, but you can't tell anybody.
But I'm not gonna tell anybody. It's good. What do you know? You know, awesome. these guys specifically, the Human Brigade. You know about them?
Well, as far as I know, we don't really have any beef with the Angels.
We?
Well, I'm not a part of the dangerous crew. I'm thankful for the reminder.
Okay. The dangerous. Okay, no. I was talking about
Right.
I didn't know. Oh, these people. The crew is the gang that is at the Makers Collective.
Yeah.
I know of them, but I don't know them.
Right. We're cool with, not cool with, but we don't have beef with the Angels. Kind of do our thing, they do theirs. Most gangs don't really like to deal with the Humanists because they're racist.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Yeah, but
so I've heard.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. We don't have any beef with anybody, as far as I know. So, if you need, I can be your liaison.
To the dangerous crew.
Yeah, and but as far as the Humanists, I think they're south of Midway Airport.
Yeah. I from what I gathered, they have like a big plot of land that they control there. But it's just the problem is going to be to find exactly where your buddies are at, because we can't just show up in there and start being obvious about what we're doing. There's a lot of people back there that are backing these assholes. So if we go in there and he looks around, he's like, not to be myself an asshole about it. If we go around and they see you with me and Satchel and we start asking questions, we're going to get jumped.
Well, I mean, there's always the other option. But I know Kaida said that you don't want to do too many spells at once because it might drain you. But I know we could always do a physical mask.
But with the-
Physical mask.
Yeah, it'll make it to where we physically don't look like what we are, or at least for me. So that way I won't look like they won't recognize me as a dangerous crew person.
Would
a great
they
idea.
recognize you as a dangerous crew person to begin with?
I feel like that's a joke. I feel like that's the second time my wanting to be the dangerous crew's been referenced. And it's chipping at my ego.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I wasn't referring to that earlier. I was just curious because you said we after I was talking about the humanist, so I was just like, wait, that's not possible. Just misunderstanding. English is complicated sometimes.
Okay.
He already said he's going to be our liaison to the dangerous crew, so.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
be your
good.
Yeah, I'm trying here to be your gang liaison in Chicago. I feel so important. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Right about that point, there's just like a sharp knock at the door, and then it just opens. And you see one of the Desolation Angels enter. This is Talon, is what you think her name is. She kind of pokes her head in. She looks around. Hey, Frenchie, you seen Kaida?
What? And he looks at the others like, no. Well, he was here like yesterday during the night when we got like drunk and watched the game, but lost track of him at the end of the third period when I punched in the tread projector.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I know,
not
right? And he points at him like, I know, right?
That's really weird.
It is.
Okay, well,
Is
all right, great.
something wrong? Is someone looking for him?
No, I just was just looking for him. But I'll find him.
Okay.
Later. And
Hey,
she
later.
backs out, close the door.
Man, I don't know where he went.
It is
Okay.
weird. Should we be worried?
I'm worried. I don't know if I should be. I totally thought he was with her.
Maybe he was, and then he just vanished and doesn't want to be found. I don't want to make any assumption.
Mages don't normally just vanish, though. It's kind of.
Well, he did turn us invisible a few times, so I assume he can do that himself.
Maybe he just got stuck being invisible and we just can't see him.
That's horrible.
Well,
Kaida, can you hear me?
I
don't
think they
think
can
that's
still
it.
hear. Okay. It seems like a possibility. I've seen it in Trids.
I don't know Drek about magic, so I couldn't tell you. But going back to the task at hand, because if your friends are in the clutch of these humanists, they're probably having a real bad time now if they still have time. We need to figure out a way to pinpoint their location and extract them like surgically. We
Right
don't want
about now, Nico, kind of in the back of your head, you just hear this like kind of a howling sound.
Okay, and so then I, go into astral vision because I recognize the sound, and then I see something. I'm assuming.
So yes, you switch into astral, and then like the howling gets louder until it like it's kind of like the Doppler effect when a train's coming closer.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's a howl instead, and then all of a sudden, like right there in front of you is the spirit of air.
Hey,
I found him.
who? Are you?
I found him.
Oh, you found him. Whoa.
I found him.
Ooh. that language barrier. Awesome. You found him. So
I found him.
Where are they? Where are they?
Afar.
Oh, okay. How far?
I show you. And then like it zips out, and then zips back in. Come.
Okay. So at this point,
Okay.
I go into full astral mode because we clearly can't.
And Nico's body just whomp.
Yes, clearly,
on the ground.
because I mean he moves so fast. There's no way, and I can't even track him. So just I go into full astral mode and then I follow him.
Okay, so your two astral forms are kind of like cruising through the night sky, and eventually you find yourself over the, you see various auras here and about, and then you see what you recognize as Midway Airport, just because there's it's like where there's all the shapes of the buildings. Midway Airport is like this square of flatness that has like one little thing poking out of the middle that always has a spirit over it. So that's how you know that's Midway. And then just south of it is another like expanse of flatness that's got like very large buildings around it, and you know that that's a train yard, basically.
Is this the same airport from the first?
That Midway is the airport from the first adventure, yes. So, so eventually your spirit of air kind of stops and hovers over one of these large square buildings that's near the near this rail yard. They're in there. They're in there.
Okay. So then I thank you, spirit.
Okay, bye. And then he goes because you only had the one service.
Okay.
Like electricity just kind of crackles out and then swirls around in a circle and just boop, disappears.
Okay.
In the garage, like while he like fucking ragdolls, I'm like, Gertrude, like, what do we do?
Yeah, so meanwhile, while you're doing that, inside the garage,
just like, oh shit.
First we check for a pulse, and then we turn him on his side, make sure that he's not seizing, that he's not gonna swallow his tongue. Then we put a pillow in here, make him comfortable. He did say he was a mage, right? So maybe it's magic thing.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe we should talk to him about sitting down first next time.
Yeah, my lawn chair is right there. You could have just asked that if he was going to go mage full VR. I don't know.
All right. Okay. All right. So he calms down.
He was kind of talking in the air before he did that.
Yeah.
I think he was talking to a spirit.
I hope he was talking to a spirit.
Me too. Where did you find this kid?
He was at the Makers Collective. He just happened to be there he happened to be in the right place at the right time and he had the right skill set.
Volunteered to send a spirit to go see if they could locate Blue and Pink.
Okay. I was going to ask why you just picked him up from there and brought him into my shop. I mean, he looks. I don't know, but he looks kind of young. So,
like a nice kid. Seemed trustworthy.
I didn't offer him candy or anything. If that's what you're getting
at. We did take him to our van, though.
This is true.
And did offer him snacks.
Oh shit. Yeah, no.
So then, can I come back to my body, or does it take a while? Okay.
Nope.
So then I come back to my body, and I'm on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I should
with the pillow.
Yes. And then
How you feeling, champ?
I'm fine. I just I know where they are.
Oh, you do?
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
They're at Midway Airport.
We're at the airport.
Yes.
Well, south of the airport, in a big warehouse at the rail yard. Near Midway Airport. Yeah. They're near Midway Airport.
Near Midway Airport. My bad. They're near Midway Airport.
Okay.
So
Start.
I guess what we could do. Do I get to stay and hang out with you guys? Or
I mean, you know where they are and we don't, so.
right. Okay. Well, I guess I don't know what's next.
We go there and you help guide us like to the exact warehouse and building, and then we see.
Oh,
All right.
dude, yeah. By the way, next time you do your fainty, like, ghost for me, like, dealy boot, like, you might want to sit down somewhere, man. You gave me quite a fright. I thought you were hurting yourself.
Yeah, I know. I always forget to do that. Kaida told me to sit down, and I always thought it was for like meditating purposes, but I guess it was for safety.
Yeah, I mean,
No concussion purposes.
Right. I
Exactly.
never thought of that. I don't know.
You were like a dozen centimeters away from banging your head on my workbench. That would have been a solid one.
That would have been weird because then I would have got stuck like Kaida.
Or just knocked out, but yeah, maybe.
Maybe that.
I don't think he was doing anyway. Shall we get going?
Yeah, we can all get into Darcy and we'll drive down there and see if we can figure out a little bit more of what's going on.
Yeah,
Makes
okay.
sense to me.
I'm down.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone hops out, piles into Darcy, and makes their way south towards Midway Airport. So I'm going to give you a sort of a view of the area, so you can see kind of what you're working with, Midway and the rail yard. Midway and the rail yard. Unless I did something else with it. Oh, that would make sense. I do not know how to computer. That's a problem.
Teach me how to. Teach me how to computer.
Okay. Give it a second. It's gotta think. Roll 20.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad it's not just me.
Yeah, I mean, because it's browser based, right? So it's got to like talk back and go back and forth, and it's got to, it's kind of one of those sort of things. So here is where we're talking about. Boop. That should move everybody. Yes.
It is hyper tiny. Let me scroll in.
Ooh. Yep, I see what you're talking about.
Okay, I see the general area of where we're supposed to be at.
I don't.
So at the top there is top center. Of course, that's Midway. And below that, to the south, you can see the big rail yard where all the rail exchanges are and everything. And then for Nico, the building in question, I guess I have a tool to draw things.
Or you can ping.
Oh, yeah. And this is...
Make sure you are on the good layer. If you do that on the GM layer, we're not going to be able to see it.
I'm on my layer. It's just not wanting to do the thing.
Okay.
Apparently your layer's not the good layer.
Right.
I don't know. Like I'm on select move. I'm on objects and tokens. I am no longer on the thing. It should ping.
Click and hold.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Right.
So that's where they are?
Yep. That's it right there. pinging the Billy Bop. Yeah, well, see, so then everyone can see where it is on the stream because the map's up, and then in a minute they'll all see the. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so yeah, that's where it is. So you can see there's kind of a way to drive in there. The borders of Humanus are sort of, let's see, sort of like this, and then it extends to the west and to the south, but all that area is inside. So just south of Midway, up to kind of this main street here. That's once you're across that, you're in Humanus territory.
Got you.
Etienne, do you know if they've
So-
got checkpoints or anything?
Do I know if they have checkpoints or anything? I mean, they seem like the kind of people who would have a checkpoint at the border of their quote-unquote land. So, don't know if that was part of my files, but Etienne would take a guess and say probably.
They do tend to have checkpoints set up, especially at some of the major ways in. But the problem really is that every 100 feet there's a road that kind of comes in. So it would be impossible for them to kind of keep an eye on everything. From your search before, you kind of feel like at best it's neighborhood watch, really nosy people. Like if someone saw a troll walking through the neighborhood, they'd call somebody.
And I'm so sorry, Nico. What were you saying?
Hey, I don't think I was saying anything. I don't remember. I don't think I was saying anything. I might have been. They say I talk a lot. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we may be okay if we keep to the little streets. Well, I mean, not too little. They would be easy for them to put a checkpoint, but like avoid the boulevards and stuff. Don't know how tainted are your windows. If you can change that, we could keep them as dark as possible. If not, your physical mask thingy, little guy, can you make it for someone else?
Little guy? Me? Oh, yeah.
I am sorry. It takes me time to remember.
Runner name is now Little Guy. That just happened.
It's good.
I'm
gonna call you.
I know it'll be more strain if I do everybody.
Well, I don't think you need everybody. You need Gertrude and maybe you, but at this point, if it's too tiring, you can maybe just hide at the back of the van.
I can hide in it. That I was actually thinking that I would not get out of the van, because if I get out of the van and they recognize me,
that's the point. But while we're gonna go through their territory, people are gonna be noisy and looking, and if they see Gertrude driving the car through the window, they may call gang members on us. So if you could make her look different for while she drives and we get there, that may help.
and then I just hide. That sounds like
And
a
then
great idea.
you can sit at the back of the van where there's no window, and like unless someone just shove their face against it,
and if you want to get next level, you can just hide under the seat, and then bonus, there's snacks under there.
Or in the module,
No,
close
even
up.
So then, yes. Would it be? I can't do where I can make my spirit hold a spell, can I? I can't do that anymore.
You can summon a spirit of man to cast the spell for you. Yes, you do have a spirit of man.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
So just summon again.
Yeah, if you want to do that. Meanwhile, if you are you guys heading out now? Or are you?
Well,
keeper of the keys.
I guess if you guys want to get them as soon as possible, we should hit the road and drive there.
So Satchel gets on comms and then lets Brick and Co know the area where we're headed to.
All right, you let them know that you're about to go pick up their friends.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, we are going to take our 10-minute break and see everybody on the other side of it.
Oh yeah. Catch you on the other side.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are ready to kick off here the second half of our stream tonight. Once again, we are playing Shadowrun. We're doing the missions, and right now we're kind of between missions. Some things came up, and the group has figured out where they are going to find the two kidnapped members of the dangerous crew that got jumped by some humanist thugs, and they're just trying to figure out, what their game plan is going to be for this. And Nico has just summoned a spirit of man that is, so all of Nico's spirits are basically wolves because that's the mentor spirit that Nico went with. And so this spirit is not, man-shaped. They manifest differently. So let's see here.
How many tasks do I get to?
You get 2 because you had 3 successes. The spirit had 1, and your drain is 2. So you'll probably beat that, but go ahead and give that a roll.
Okay. So I want to give him the ability to cast physical mask.
Okay.
And I want him to cast it, since he's casting it, I want him to cast it on me and Gertrude.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, spirit. How's it?
It goes. What do you need?
I'm sorry, just straight to the business. Okay, so I need you to cast a physical mask on me and Gertrude. She's the one up front. And then just sustain it for us while we do our missions for the rest of the day, or until I ask for you to drop it, please.
Fine. With that, it manifests because it has to cast magic on people that are actually real. And so everybody sees this sort of like large, like a wolf with, it looks like there's cybernetics and stuff like kind of plugged in into it. There's a lot of like flashing light that kind of circles back over and around.
Kind of
probably.
Satchel looks at Nico and at the wolf, and he's like, reaches his hand out. He's like, "Is he friendly?"
I'm still trying to understand the whole communicating with spirits. Kind of told me some things, but these wolf spirits, they're not very talkative. So I would proceed with caution.
And he goes for it and tries to pet the wolf spirit.
It's looking at Kaida or at Nico as
it's like the flea thing all over again.
Yes, it is. As Satchel does so, there is a resistance, but then it's like your hand just kind of passes through. There's not really, it's not really corporeal. Fully, like I said, there's some resistance. Like there is something kind of like resisting your hand a little bit, but it is definitely not fully there.
That's
so
weird.
Yeah, I mean, Does look pretty badass though. I have to admit it. Cyberwolf. I like the style.
Yeah, wolves are pretty dope. That's my stance on the issue.
I would agree.
Agreed.
Wolves are dope.
Not dope. They're just, like dope.
Like
There's
dopamine.
No, not that kind of dope. It's just like, there's dope, then there's dope. Then there's dope. You're the last one.
Dopamine, just like chemical happiness?
I don't get it, but okay.
Okay.
And then I do like this for the spirit, signaling him to do his wonders.
Yes. The spirit is going to do the wonders. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And so Nico now looks like Nico as a human. That's working out. Gertrude. Looking like a really tall lady. Like really tall. Too tall. Because unfortunately, physical mass does not necessarily change people's height, but perhaps sitting down or something, you could get away with it easily enough. It turns back and looks at you, looks at her. Hideous. And then it just fades back into the
That's not nice.
I told you the spirits, they're, unpredictable. But if you're nice to them, they generally hook you up. So I try to be nice.
I was just talking about your mask form, not your true self.
And to be fair, they did that, so I don't know what it says.
Right. But
So
he's still
nobody
around,
stand.
so he can hear us.
So y'all just don't stand too close to me, and then maybe I'll look shorter by perspective comparison.
Satchel then just goes into the back and then tries to grab some like soy chips or something out from the back.
Question. When I came with the wolf before, the only spirit I saw was the one over the airport, correct?
Yeah, they're. Well, you saw other ones as you were heading that way, and then you saw the one over the airport, and then you didn't see any after that, actually.
Okay, cool. So guys, we should definitely proceed with caution, because just in case there's other spirits, they're gonna see us coming because we got this spell up.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think these guys don't like magic either, but I'm not sure.
Well, they kidnapped two of our friends, so F those guys, right?
Oh yeah, that's not like I'm just about spirits. I don't know if they would like have a lot of them around.
Oh, that makes yes. Gotcha.
So I will turn up the tent on Darcy and start heading in that direction.
All right.
You turn the tent all the way up?
All the way up.
Nothing can stop her. It's all the way up. All right. Yeah, like Satchel just kind of like looks at the windows as they darken. It's like, that's pretty cool.
Darcy's pretty great.
She
Yeah.
is.
I see that every day, or every so often.
All right. Well, you're driving. How are you wanting to approach this? Are you kind of seeing how the streets are and everything? Are you gonna try and like come in from the back and cross over the rails? Are you gonna try and come in just from the front? What is your game plan?
So I'm thinking that I'm gonna to look for streets that are basically not so wide that I could get like boxed in on all sides, but not so small that it's me going down an alley and being, um, caught up that way. And doing
Right.
a sort of a circuitous sort of route, so it doesn't look like we're driving straight to the warehouse, if that's possible.
Sure. So if you're trying to drive to the warehouse without crossing over any of the rails really, then you're kind of gonna go south past the highway and kind of turn. There's a little street that kind of snakes through there. There's really only the one, so there's not. I mean, if you're gonna try and get to the front of that warehouse, it's pretty much one way in, one way out. Yeah.
It looks like I can't tell if that's a road or a train track to be able to sort of drive by it to see if maybe we could get Etienne to see if they've got any sort of cameras or anything like that.
So definitely, if you're looking at the map here, if you are north of this warehouse thing, that is mostly rail. There is like an access, like a service road right behind, like right on the back edge of them.
All right, so that's the plan, is try and get as close as possible while driving as casually as possible, while also not getting caught by anybody trying to box in the car.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
All right. So let's get a quick driving test just to make sure you don't randomly crash somewhere.
Mm.
You do not randomly crash.
Right.
And you don't hit any curbs or anything like that would cause any consternation for Satchel. A smooth ride all the way.
That's what I'm talking about. You're such a good driver.
All right. Oops. And that. All right. So you are driving kind of along the rear of the warehouse as you arrive. If anyone who's keeping an eye out wants to make a perception test, feel free to do so.
Can I do a matrix perception test with the help of Laurent, my agent?
Absolutely.
May I use a perception test with the aid of my bionic ears?
No.
Okay.
Do I need to
Alright.
assent?
You're in the
anything?
van, right? And so the
Yeah.
van's driving by, so you're not listening. This is to see like what you see.
Fair enough. All the while, I will make a perception test.
Okay. Do
And never mind.
All right. I don't see your perception test yet. I do see your matrix perception going.
Um,
It's all.
are
You
we
want to just
still-
roll it for me? I'm sorry.
Did you see it, or are you saying never mind because it's not popping up?
Oh, because it's not pop. It's not popping up.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a while for everything to load up for me too. It's probably because I'm using these ginormous maps.
Okay.
Perception test, you say?
Yes.
4. Pretty good. Good job. Well done.
Yeah, I see things.
All right. So if you're looking at the map now, we have switched over to the to this map here. There is a there's the sort of the way this is set up is that it's the north is to the right side, so it's not north is up, north is to the right side. So you are cruising down this road on the right hand side of the map, as kind of slowly, you know, not try not to draw attention, if you can help it, and just seeing what you see. Mostly, it is just a large building. Looks like it's 2 stories, but probably just like the open warehouse inside. And let's grab this. There you go. So yeah, Darcy kind of driving along the back there. Etienne, there are several matrix signatures that kind of come up as you're cruising, as you guys are cruising past, and you actually use your matrix perception to kind of look. There were 3 before you started kind of looking to see what else was around there, and then you found 3, 4, 5 more, just kind of interspersed throughout the warehouse.
Okay. Can I keep on looking to try and ascertain what they are, which one is, or do you want me to go like I'm gonna check this one and then this one and
You can make another single roll to kind of see what pops up in terms of seeing exactly what they are.
okay. Yeah, can I still use my agent for teamwork?
Yes. Finally got your roll, Satchel.
That was the agent. Now that's sad. Let's edge that again. Total of 5.
Okay. It looks like most of what you're seeing is low-level comlinks, a few Renraku senseis, kind of that area of comlink. And they, a few of them do seem to be set up to actual pans. But yeah, there's 2 that have actual pans set up of the ones you can see.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let people know through matrix messages that he sees mostly low-level comlinks, some with pans, so probably weapons attached to them. Doesn't seem to see any camera or anything as far as advanced security system. But as always, let's be careful, and if ballistic masks are possible, I would advise using that. For those of us who aren't magically covered.
So, like, do I need like a full body thing, or can I just hold my breath?
I don't. Just something to cover your face. What are you talking about?
Never mind. I'm kidding. I get you beat now.
So are we gonna go in?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Probably
Okay.
gonna have like a few people to go through though. I see crappy comlinks and potentially some guns in there.
Well, I want to cast increase reflexes before we go in.
Okay.
You have to do force.
You will have to choose a force, something between 4 and 6 probably. If you're feeling lucky, 6, but if you're just doing normal, 4.
Oh,
You can always roll the drain, which you only took 1 drain, and then just drop it and cast it again.
really? I guess I could do
can.
that. So I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna try to cast it again. If should I try a lower force?
This is what you should try. So I'm going to introduce you to a trick.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yes.
What's your edge rating?
My edge rating.
Yes.
Oh.
You also have an edge. I think Kender Mage gave everybody.
Yeah, I saw the
earlier.
edge too. I was gonna use it to like if we got something happen like magical smackdown. I have 3 is my edge rating.
3. So you have without any. So what you're going to do is you're going to pre-edge your roll for this spell.
So
now what that does is whenever you pre-edge, you blow the limits. So you're not limited by your force. So you can actually cast it like a low force, probably not a 1. 1 you can. You're gaming the system, but like a 2 or 3, and then you cast it pre-edged, and you get to keep all of the hits.
Okay, so the casting it low is gonna remove the drain, right?
And that's going to be less drain. And since you don't need to worry about having a high limit, you don't cast it that way.
So I'm gonna pre-edge. That means I need to click the edge button, right?
Click the edge button.
And
then cast the spell.
Reflexes. Submit. I'm gonna go 2. Then submit.
2.
Pause. And then drain. Oh,
That's
wow.
Very
There
good.
you go.
Awesome. Great.
So
Okay, and that only cost me 1 freaking drain.
1
so
edge,
thank you, Kender Mage,
and 1 drain.
very much.
Now, as soon as your character sheet populates here, because reasons. All right, so you have taken 1 stun because of the last casting of the spell, but now you are at +8 plus 4d6 on your initiative dice.
That's a little bit of a foreign language, but that means that it's good.
Yes, it's good. Why is this not populating for some reason? I don't know.
Close it and open it again.
If I close it and open it again, it's going to be like 5 years before it opens again. All right, so with that, you have cast that spell. You're feeling pretty amped, feeling pretty quick. Everything around you's feeling pretty slow relative to what's going on with you.
Okay. All right,
What else
guys.
is happening?
I'm ready to go. Whenever you are, I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, from what I see from our drive around, we got two options. There's a door right there. There's a door right there. Up front, I'm not too sure. If we could get eyes in there before we go in, that'd be great. Crap,
So,
forgot to buy that drone. Okay.
so how comfortable are you with, your astral vision thing?
I'm comfortable. Comfort's my middle name. Comfortable. Let's do this.
All right, Nico, comfort. A ball. You want to scope the place out?
So then, a sensing doesn't help me go inside. That helps me.
No, that's just for you to actually kind of read the auras and stuff.
Right. So I guess I'll go into astral mode. And so I'll go into astral mode, and then I will see what I see outside the building first.
Okay. Hitting into astral mode and exiting the vehicle. You do notice as you're exiting that both the auras for yourself and Gertrude are much brighter because of the magic that's on them, and that is tethered to in the astral. You kind of see the wolf spirit of man kind of off to the side, just making sure that the spells are maintained. Cruising around, you don't catch sight of much until you kind of get to the front side of the warehouse, and it appears that maybe one of the double doors are open, and that there is somebody there.
But I don't see an aura on them.
That's like right here. You do see an aura. That's why you see them.
I'm sorry, not an aura. It's not a bright aura.
It's not a particularly bright aura. You could try to read. You could try to sense this aura and see what.
That's what I'm gonna do.
What is up with it?
So I sensed.
All right. So do make sure you turn your edge off.
Turn it off. Yes.
Because you'll sense with your full edge just there.
Sorry. Okay. So that means oh man, damn it. Let's go. Man.
Yeah, there it is. There's an aura.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, there's an aura right there. It's there. Oh, roll 2 dice for me.
Roll 2 dice.
Yeah, just click 2 dice. So keep in mind that on your when you roll your dice, that your sensing has next to it another word. In this case,
it does. It's
aura reading. That means you have a specialization. So anytime you're using it to read auras, you can click that one instead.
So can I redo it?
Give you, no, that's why you rolled the 2 extra dice.
Still nada.
Yeah, so it's
okay, so I'm gonna risk it. While in astro mode, I see the person there, but I get as close to the wall as I possibly can, and then I just peek through.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really big open space in there. You do see a little bit of movement further into the back of it, but there's just so much stuff kind of in the way that unless you were to go in and kind of circle around and really check it out, you're going to have a hard time getting an accurate count of what's going on in there.
Okay, so then I'm going to go back into my body. I'm going to tell the team, hey, so there's somebody at the door. I couldn't really tell if they were woke or not, but there's also people inside. I guess what we could do, because their comlinks are bad, right? I guess what we could do is, we could send my spirit in to find out more information, or we could just do stealth mode, take out one at a time. Or Yeah. What do you guys think?
When you say that there's people at the front doors, so if we manage to open that back one, maybe we can slip in and take care of business quietly. But fighting people is usually not very quiet.
Yes, I agree. But the stealth way means that we need to already know where we're going, doesn't it?
Yeah, is there a spot maybe that you and Etienne could sort of look at together, or like map out or something? If there's more comlinks in one area, then that usually means there's more people, right? I mean, most people don't just leave their comlinks lying around.
I think that would be more of an Etienne thing.
I mean, the thing is that on the Matrix, the physical world is kind of fuzzy. It would be a little bit hard. I can see what I can find out from AR. So I don't know if it's something possible, Danny, that I could check in AR instead of full VRs, where it would be like, oh, that corner of the building has a bunch of icon in there.
So you can see in full VR or in AR rather, you can get a pretty good idea of where an icon is up to that 100 meters, right? So it's not going to pinpoint it, but you're going to say, okay, yeah, this somewhere kind of right around here is where there is an icon.
And then go ahead.
And then you're, of course, you can kind of check the icons to see what they actually are icons of. So you're not like worried about, a coffee maker icon.
Yeah, I could have a vague idea from here. One thing I could do, I would have to go full VR for that, but I could try and get into one of these crappy comlinks and maybe I could listen out or something. But unless they have, well, some of them have pan, sorry, but maybe one of these guys has cyber eyes that I could see through, but that's heavy stuff and I'm at risk of getting caught because that's not my specialty.
Well, I want to warn you, I have a crappy comlink, so I didn't want you to get confused when you were looking for crappy comlinks, because I've got one.
We should work on that.
Mine's kind of bad too.
That's why I'm protecting all your stuff, because if someone with good gear and decent decking skill get a hold of the van or you, Satchel, that's not going to go good. Although I think you're more bio than cyber, so that's not too bad.
Also, they can hack my bio stuff?
No, not the bio stuff. The cyberware, yes.
Okay. All right. So before you do your matrixy thing, what do I need to do to stop myself from being like hijacked?
You give me access to your stuff so I can protect them.
All right, and then he just passes over. What do you need? Whatever you need.
I'm already in there, bud.
Awesome.
You already accepted that friend request. So.
Yeah, it looked like a friendly Facebook friend request, but no, that's not what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an option that we can do. Me and Laurent could try and hack someone's eyeballs or cameras, but as I said, I didn't see any cameras unless they're part of the pan.
Well, I don't want any of y'all to put yourselves in unnecessary danger if we think we could just pick the lock on a door and sneak in.
That's true. I mean, and Etienne's just going to look out the window. Is there any windows on the south side of the building that we could I don't know, lift up Satchel to look in there or something?
Unfortunately, no. There are not any windows that you can see through. There are some that are up higher that have been. Some of them have been broken out, but some of them actually still have panes of glass in them.
But they're blocked out.
But they're up. Yeah. They're definitely up. Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any flimsy bay doors that we can fit a Darcy through?
Huh?
There's a wall.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to try and give it the old Kool-Aid, man, I would not recommend. But that is an option.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have a question. So the humanists, I would know. Are they a friendly gang?
No, they're not friendly
Like
to
regular
you.
people. So like regular people.
I mean, yeah, they're not. I wouldn't say they're friendly. I just would say that they're not any more or less bad.
So if someone's car like broke down and they needed help, would they help them or jack them?
Probably neither. They probably wouldn't stop for them if it was just humans. They probably wouldn't stop for them, or in a normal circumstance, just like anyone else, they just probably just ignore you. Now, if you were non-human and they thought they could get away with it, they'd probably stop, but not to help you.
To jack us. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had a plan, but no, it won't work.
All right, well, I'll try, and one of these comlinks with a pan, Etienne is going to slump in VR, and he's going to try to hack it and see if he can see something inside from that.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, Laurent, on va au travail. All right, let's get to work, he says to his agent.
All right, so go ahead and give me. So you can see them, so you don't need to worry too much about
Finding
these ones finding them again. But yeah, you will need to do, I guess, a hack on the fly.
Yeah, once again, I'm going to commandeer my agent to help me.
Does your agent get 10%?
Nah. Agent gives me 7.
Well, 6.
6, yeah, capped by his thing. And I'm going to edge that from an edge that I just received from Serenado.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I have the right numbers and stuff. So that would be 7. I swap my things around, and I can keep 6 of sleaze. So back on the fly.
All right, so let's see if they can keep you from hacking them. What's this? Oh. Not bad, actually. But not good enough. So yeah, you managed to place a mark on this comlink.
All right. What? Remind me, what can I do with one mark? Like I can see what's in the pan, right?
You can. Yep, you can see kind of what's on the pan. You can. I want to say that. I'll find out in a second. Are the actions not listed in the character sheet? Along with, I guess they don't have the. I guess they're not. I thought they were. Okay, so yeah, I don't have that cheat sheet right up on me.
Let me. If you wanna talk with the other players for a second, I can pop it up.
Yeah, while he's doing that, what else is folks doing? I imagine by now you've kind of driven past, so you're kind of having to decide if you're going to turn back around or.
Yeah, so I liked your idea, Nico, of some kind of distraction. That was a good idea.
Yes. Distractions are a mage's best tool. Kaida didn't teach me that.
Okay, I thought the eyebrow was the best tool.
I know. I said Kaida didn't teach me that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That I learned from the streets.
Streets are always a sound teacher.
I learned a lot on the streets. So as far as decoys, I feel like we could do something to draw out the guy at the front, and that'll make everybody's attention kind of go there because they won't be expecting anybody. So then maybe that'll draw attention toward the front, so that leaves the back open. But the problem with that is that means we have to split up.
Unless we find somebody else to be the distracted for us.
So you want to? We could pay somebody to do it.
Or
I saw it in a trid.
Ooh.
We're just going to find some random person who's not doing anything and wants cash.
Or we could just send your pooch. Your pooch is pretty distracting.
I think a spirit manifesting and walking up to the front door is going to be way more than a distraction.
But isn't that what we want?
Also, you
No.
currently don't have any remaining services for that spirit.
Well,
I
then
don't.
never mind.
Wait, oh, so both times that he cast it?
Yep, each specific casting was one service.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then I would have it doesn't matter. Okay, well, I can't really get him to do anything else. I mean, I could ask, but I don't think I should. So maybe we could maybe we could I like Gertrude's idea.
Yeah, so there is a smart link on this pan that you have attached your mark to.
Okay, can I just turn on the microphone and listen from the comlink and listen to what's being said, conversation and stuff? I assume if I turn on camera, I'm just going to see someone's pocket, so I'm not going to...
Yep, you will need to snoop. That is a test that you'll have to make. So,
this will probably make my entire us like doing this improved visibility thing pointless now. I'm sorry, doing the physical mask pointless. But maybe we could just get invisible and go in that way.
I definitely like being invisible.
I am kind of loud, but I can certainly try to be quieter. It's my big feet. They just make a lot of noise.
Isn't Etienne about to he's about to shut all the electricity off and stuff, right?
No, I'm just trying to listen on and snoop on what they're doing through their electronics.
Could you do that? Could you shut all their electronics down?
All of them could. It would take some time. It's not like they're all on one circuit.
Right.
So I would have to go you go down and then take the time to get to the other and get into their things and you go down. And
if we did that, wouldn't that cause confusion and they'd all run to the fuse box or something?
It's more their personal item. I don't know that I found fuse box are still a thing, but they're not connected to the internet.
Really, really quick. Our fuse box is still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That might work if we shut all their electricity off.
So yeah, I spoof with 4 hits.
All right, spoofing with 4 hits. So yeah, you crack into that, and you don't hear a lot going on from this particular comlink that you've cracked into. Does sound like you hear someone in the distance kind of chatting. You can't really make out what they're saying. Okay. So you're probably looking around in the kind of in the middle of the map of the warehouses where this particular individual is.
Okay, and Etienne is gonna let you know through messages that he got into a comlink. They have a smart link and a gun, but he's not getting much from it. So unless you guys want me to try another one and then another one, then another one, I don't think that's going to be that as helpful as we thought it would.
Did you catch any Any chatter of blue or pink?
Not for now. Do I hear anyone screaming in pain or something?
Nope.
No.
So, Nico, I had a thought about your idea about the fuse box, which would be way cheaper than paying somebody. I don't know if it would be possible to maybe set off the fire alarm or sprinkler system or something like that, something to maybe get people out.
I can look for it. I don't know if it's still working. So yeah, Etienne is gonna try and look for something that's more building related than like floating icons of comlinks and stuff like that. If it's there. If not,
Okay. Yeah, there is the only real thing that is available kind of to find is there does appear to be a generator inside that is probably running the power.
it's on the matrix.
It is. It is.
Blow it up.
Destroy.
Okay.
Destroy the generator. Wait. Before you do that. No. Seriously, here. I had a good idea. So when you blow it up, we have to go, right?
Yeah.
Because as soon as they go in, we have to. I'm sorry, that way. So shouldn't we do the invisibility spell first, and then be primed and ready?
You work on that, and I will start just putting marks on it. So when I do hit it, it's gonna be much more brutal.
This is going to be. Do I have anything special left, Danny?
Special?
Like any nerfs, superpowers? Not superpowers. What's it called?
Yeah, I mean, you have your own 3 edge.
Do I have any smackdowns?
I don't think so.
No. Crap. All right. An edge is best used afterward, right?
Generally, for most of your things, it can be. For spell casting, in your case, I'd say 50-50.
Okay. So I have 3 edges, but these are the edges that I can get back, right?
Yeah, the 3 edge you can get back. Though it does appear that you picked up something else from the chat.
A silver.
Silver.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Kinder mage. Woo, woo, woo. We may just have to stick together. I get it. Thank you. So how does this work? New toys.
So I want to say that what silver is basically that is the that an auto hit. That's not the edge, is it?
Silver is one auto hit, so it allows you to add one more hit to what you already have.
Yeah. So whatever you roll, add 1 to that, and that will be the final total. So you want to cast invisibility on who?
I want to do it on everyone.
Okay.
And that's going to make it harder.
Eventually. So first of all, your one spell that you have up, you have that attached to. You have a quality called Focus Concentration. So that enables you to hold one spell.
Focus what?
Concentration. So it just means that one of your spells you can kind of hold without the negative. Okay. Then you have a sustaining force. Okay. That sustaining force is for sustaining focus. I'm sorry, I didn't mean force. That's probably going to be for your I think that's detection, actually. So you can't use that for invisibility. But you can cast invisibility. So the first invisibility you cast it full, and then it's -2 for each additional invisibility that you.
I have to cast it over and over and over again.
Yes.
Heavens to Betsy. I can't say heavens to Betsy. I turned into my father. What if? Okay, Hey guys, so I'm thinking just about like the weight of all this magic. And then Gertrude said her feet were heavy. So what if you stayed in the car? Is that a bad idea?
I mean, I can stay in the car to keep the engine running and leave the back doors open so y'all can just jump in and we can drive away real fast if you want me to do that.
What does everybody else think?
I mean, that sounds pretty good. Like a good idea to me. I mean, as much as I'd love to have Gertrude with us,
Right.
with her big Nazi punching troll hands.
There will be plenty of races to punch. I'm not worried about that.
We still don't know how many people are in there. This is terrifying. Okay.
How
All
high
right.
can the wolf count?
So right now, your plan is go invisible,
Yes.
turn off the generator.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you going to enter from?
The back, right? I thought
Are you all entering together from the back?
so that's
Yes.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay in the car and keep the engine running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what happens if you see somebody?
We're gonna be invisible.
You're going to be invisible.
You mean Gertrude?
If you open a door, the door still opens. People are going to come check you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We walk
You mean-
past them as
you
they
mean the
walk past
van.
us.
Okay.
Or we attack them if necessary, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you all want to do y'all want to risk me like going into the building and checking it out on the astral plane first?
If you want to.
Only way this could be bad is if there's like a mage or a spirit in there.
Or
Well,
do
you
with an
would see
axe.
them too. So if you duck in, see them, you can duck back out. Like it's you can sneak.
All right,
That's my point. But
let's do it.
All right. So,
Go ahead.
Kaida, you are going to exit body stage left.
Mhm. And then, so I'm looking at the map now. We're on that's where we are still.
Yep. You're still in Darcy too. So
Right. So I'm going to move into the building. I'm going to peek my head like right here. That's where I
Okay.
am. I'm going to peek my head in there.
All right. So you're peeking your head in, and go ahead and give me a sneaking or stealth roll. Okay.
I have a thing that's called stealth group.
Yeah. It's you just use your sneaking for that.
Okay.
Okay. So you get a clear line of sight. It's about there. And
Okay. So then I walk in to about
hold on,
here.
hold on.
Oh, my bad.
You see a couple of folks. You see two auras in here,
In this space?
in this space.
Oh, okay. Do I need to assense to tell if they're magical, or would I already be able to tell?
You need to assense to tell if they're magical. Yes, that's
Crap.
what you need to do.
All right. Come on. Boom.
Which one are you assessing
Shakalaka.
first? The one on top or the one on bottom?
The one this one. I'm trying to do
Okay.
that one.
So as far as you could tell, that one, there's no magic. You do see some dark spots in the aura that indicate there's some cyberware going on there.
Do I need to do I need to roll anything for this next one?
You make a second roll for another roll for the second one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This one, yes, magic.
No. So they can see me.
Well, not if they're not looking at you in the astral.
In the astral.
And they are not astrally perceiving at this moment. No. You would say their magical ability though is probably close to equal to yours.
Ooh.
Like just raw natural ability, like raw magic
right.
power.
So then instead of going in, I'm going to duck back out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to peek in a little bit up here.
All right. Let's go ahead and move to where you're peeking in so that I can see.
Do I get to move it?
Yeah, you can move your
Okay.
token. All right.
And do I need to sneak?
You press sneak if you're trying to do it sneakily.
Well, not the walking, but the peeking. I want to sneak.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Anytime you want to do something sneaky, you should make a sneak.
Okay.
All right. That's what you got.
And I found a toilet. Okay. So then I'm going to actually go inside right there.
All right. Now you can poop.
Full circle. Right. Then I'm going to peek here.
All right. So you discover that basically what you're in right now is apparently a bathroom. So there's that. Okay.
Are you waiting for me to do something?
Oh. Well, it's so in Roll20 you have a polygonal review, so I can kind of click, and it's for a second there the final click wasn't catching.
Okay. There. I'm gonna do peek. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs?
Yes, I was literally just about to say it.
All right, I've got to refresh Roll20, unfortunately.
Okay. And the way it works is like if I think of something, I can go there, right?
Yeah, you can pretty much zoom to wherever you need to go.
So if I wanted to zoom from here to the back door, I could do that.
Yeah, as long as you could see.
All right. Just let me know whenever.
I will be in the game shortly, it says. Okay, I am now returned to the game.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hello. I want to go.
So, right in front of you is definitely some sort of thing that is tall and takes up a lot of the space here. Let me finish that up. But you can kind of see a little bit, like there's flashes and flickers of light like through it. So it's whatever it is not like a wall. It's like something that's got stuff on it or holes in it or.
I got you. The light, is it magic light?
You can sense.
Okay.
Like the woke crew is pretty not great at sensing, huh?
I'm sorry,
you don't notice any sort of magical strength coming from the light.
Okay. So now I want to flash to the back door. Can't do that.
Well, you don't really see what is or isn't a door. You do notice that this thing that's in front of you, it kind of ends about 2/3 of the way up to the ceiling.
Then can I float up there?
Yes, because you are not restricted by gravity.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak and do it.
All right. As you move up, you get a sense. You realize that the entirety of this of what's in front of you is mostly like you figure it must be like warehouse shelves.
Okay.
That makes sense to you. But you get a good look at the entire area, and you can also see where a lot of these people are. Ba-ba-bum-bum.
Oh my God, they're everywhere. Can I tell whether they have weapons?
Not really.
Okay. Do I need to sense each one to see if they're magical?
You would have sensed each one if you wanted to see if they're magical. The one right in front of you is not, though, because you have already sensed his little light as it appeared through the thing.
Okay. So you talking about this one?
Yep.
Okay. So let's check on the rest of these guys. That is for this one.
Sure. Just roll it 3 more times. Just
Okay.
one after the other. As far as you can tell, none of them magic.
You said none of them are magic?
None of them.
Okay, cool. So it's just you, this guy up here. Okay. So then I want to float like over here. I'm hoping that I see more. So like there.
All right. You will see more.
I'm gonna sense this guy.
That guy appears to not be magic.
Okay, so then I want to float here.
So that's going to be through a wall.
Does that mean I have to do something? Oh, that's a wall.
No,
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
just
Thank
letting you know.
you for letting me know. Okay. So then I guess I'm gonna sneak peek, just my head.
All right.
I don't see the freaking dudes we're looking for. And can I tell whether any of these people are the people we're looking for?
No, you cannot tell.
And there's no way I can tell while in astral.
If you had got a really good look at them in the astral before, so I will let you roll memory.
I don't see.
So that's going to be in your core stats area. So where your strength and all that stuff is, there's going to be a memory.
Thank you. Core stats: armor, weapon, melee weapon. I still don't see.
Not the core. I don't mean the core thing. Your actual stats. So where
Gotcha. Understood.
Who's all my stuff?
So okay, that didn't work.
Yeah. Nope.
So I want to check out here. So I'll sneak over there. Terrifying.
So where did you go to?
I want to peek in right here.
So on my screen, it just looks like you're in the middle of the warehouse.
You want me to move the person thing? Sorry.
Yeah, you should move your person thing. This way, when there's something there to murder you, it's in the right place.
And these are stairs.
So that should looks like stairs. Kind of. They don't go down though. They just kind of go up a little bit. It's weird.
So if they're anywhere, they must be in the front. I really thought they were going to be back there. All right. Should I keep going?
Well, you haven't seen all this back there, but maybe you can go up, see what it... But I'm technically not there, so I'm going to shut.
No. Is there more than one floor?
No, there's not more than one floor.
Okay. So then I'm gonna come here. Ooh, come on, token. Thank you. Right there. And then see what's in that
All
area.
right. 1 second. And reveal is on. Okay.
That's them, isn't it? A sensing. So can I sense to see if this is them?
You can sense, but hard to say if you'll know that it's them. But go ahead and give me a sensing roll. I'm going to say it's the top one, and then the further one is the ones you're going to sense.
Okay.
So they are. Neither of them are magic. One of them looks hurt. The one that's closer to you looks hurt. But they're both just kind of chilling in there.
Okay. So, and can I tell if this is a door?
You cannot tell.
All right. So I'm gonna go back to the van.
All right.
Okay. Hey guys, guess what? I'm almost 100% sure, like 99.9, that I found the guys.
Oh, you found pink and blue?
I think so. I think so. I could tell that there was a hurt person in the factory. I think it's a factory. It's got like really tall columns. It's pretty spread out, and there's dudes everywhere. It's not a lot of dudes. There might be some dudettes, but they're everywhere. So, the idea of sneaking through the front is actually probably best because there's less dudes up there or dudettes. So, what do you guys think?
I'm okay with it. It seems from what you're telling us that there's more ground to cover, but I mean, if I knew their lights.
I mean, I uncovered most of the ground in there. I could go back, but there's just most of the places where I saw the most people were toward the back. There were more people toward the back. Do you want me to go back in and scope out the whole place?
Not necessarily. But you have an idea of where they are, so guess we'll follow you.
You all want to just snatch and run?
I think that was the objective. Just get in there, get them, and get out, and crush any opposition that we face in between.
Dope.
Is there any way to throw grenades or sneak grenades in there? We should still have smoke grenades from last mission that we never used.
I mean, bring them with you, and if we ever need them, I mean, I got grenades in my pockets, so if you just bring them, and if we need them, just pop the thing and throw it.
Here's the thing, though. There's someone in there who's magical. Just one, though.
Shit, did he spot you?
No, he wasn't in an astral plane, but he's in the front. That's the hard part. So,
what are you calling the front and the back? Just to be clear, we are at the front or the back now?
Where we are, I thought was the front.
Where you are is the back.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm lying. I lied a lot just now, and I'm so sorry.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Yes, we should go through where we are right now and just get there.
But I also think that we should stick with the electricity thing and then the smoke grenades.
I mean, I'm ready for it. I've been picking at that while you were gone, unless Danny tell me that any of the rolls that I've made earlier were not successful. I mean, I know what it takes.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm ready to blow up their electricity whenever you think we want to go in.
And then, Danny, when you said the comlinks were messed up, you were talking about them, not us, right? Our comlinks are good, right?
Our comlinks are good. I'm not going to mess up their comlinks. I'm going to mess up like the power to the building. So lights are going to go out and stuff like that. I may, like at the same time, I got the fork program, so I may mess up a comlink, but I don't know which one.
Okay, so when you do the lights out thing, I'm going to cast a spell on the mage dude to freak him out. So maybe he'll be too distracted. And then the smoke grenades, we run in there, grab the dudes, and we get out.
Okay.
Snatch and dash.
I think that's the plan.
So then Nico puts his hand out like this.
Etienne's going to put it on it. He's played hockey. You know what that means.
What?
Put your hand on the top of our hands.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Where do you want me to park the van, or to have the van so we can be ready to drive away?
Right next to the door?
Yeah.
I say you back the car through the door and start shooting them.
Do you have guns in the car? Like on the car?
I have a gun port so that you can fire guns while we're driving.
Oh, there's no gun attached to the car.
Well, then never mind. Okay, I totally thought for some reason.
So can you like also, can you have one hand on the wheel and one hand on the gun?
Absolutely.
This is
Have
going
you
to be
been fired
awesome.
in the air and then screamed really loud?
not right now. All right, I say we just park right next to the door. We get to it. We figure out how to open it. Then I blow up the generator, and we kick the door in. Get to action. Go get the people, and we get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Oh, we don't
So-
have to like not kill people this time, right?
What are you talking about?
I mean, they're humanist people, so I personally don't care. So
Okay.
he's gonna load it the APDS just
Like, just remember that you can get a bad reputation if you go around murdering everybody. I am all for punching racists. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay.
So maybe not murder everybody just because you can.
Leave one to tell stories of our legend. Got it.
I think that's what I said.
Said not all, right?
And I mean, if the idea is to go in and get out, maybe we could avoid like big loud bang bang. So he's gonna put away the AK-97, take out the shovel and the silenced pistol, and yeah.
I'm pumped, guys.
Okay. So if you guys want to stack up at the door there in the order that you think you're going to go in, then please do so.
Satchel is going to be second. I say we put no, not Satchel is going to be first. Etienne is going to be second.
There we go.
Are we? Is this the door right here? Is this the door?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this?
What is what?
This.
That's some big thing that's sticking off. That's a couch that's just chilling out there.
Oh, okay.
So if you need to take a break, you can sit on the couch.
Sweet.
So I'm ready when you guys are.
As we are at the door, Etienne is going to look over the locking mechanism. What is it?
It is broken, so you can just kick that door right open.
All right. Etienne is going to do the thing where he goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then he's going to launch when he gets to 1, he's going to fork attack the generator and the comlink he had mark on.
So I need everybody to roll reaction plus intuition. So on your character sheet, go just click on reaction, and then it's going to give you another choice to roll, which is going to be your intuition. And then you're also going to add 6 to that so that you can roll.
So we have to add 6 first, right?
Wherever it says. So it'll be reaction plus intuition plus 6. So whenever asked for the modifier, put a 6.
Okay, so ignore that. Ignore that, what I just did.
Yeah, I mean, this is just on the really off chance that you surprise yourself. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, mine's going to show up in about 14 minutes.
Don't worry, I got like a bunch to roll, so by the time I get there, maybe yours will have come up. And then I really need to find another solution.
Danny.
Yes.
While you're doing that, can I cast spells on things I can't see if I've seen them?
No.
So I have to see them. Damn it.
Yes.
Crap, this is going to be interesting.
Good. Okay. One. Still waiting on satchels to come through.
So reaction plus intuition, right?
Reaction plus intuition plus 6.
Yeah, I put the plus 6 already, and then now it's just now asking me for the input value. So I wait for that drop down menu to load.
Jeez.
I know. I'm sorry. Although, like, it works in Roll20 all in every other game, but then here recently it's just been getting really
Just getting a little squirrely on you, huh?
yeah. Intuition.
Okay.
Boom. There we go.
Hey, there you go. It finally popped up. Look at that. Good to go. 3 and 4.
But hey, it was worth the wait.
So now everyone select your token and roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Jeez.
Rolling initiative.
That's for you, Kinder Mage. You made that happen. You made that possible. Thank you. If you all, I'm sorry, can I say something really quick to the viewers?
Yeah.
There's this song by this artist. Her name is Dawn Richard, DAWN, and then her last name is spelled like Richard. There's a song that she has called "Bombs Away." If you're playing this if you play that song while whatever happens next goes down, it'd probably be fitting.
Bombs away.
Bombs away. That's in my head. What's about to happen? It could totally not fit, but I believe in our team.
You believe in the team. All right. 1 second. One more to go.
We really should have did something with that spirit. He's holding. Can I let him go?
Yeah, if you do, then the spells go away and you're not physically masked. I mean, I don't know if you care anymore.
That's my thing at this point.
I mean, if someone's remember what happens, they might remember a dude instead of
Yes, you're right.
Nocturna.
You're right.
So that can, like, since you don't have to, if you like, stop it and it is just gonna go away, might as well keep it for safeguarding.
Touche.
That's my opinion.
Touche.
All right. Well, now comes
mine.
my. What?
Mine finally came through.
It finally came through. All right. That was that one, and then where's the other one? Finally. To do. So annoying. There you are. Now that finally everything is set up and we're ready for our big to-do.
Smackdown.
Our big to-do. And just so everyone knows, Duryea will be going first next week on Tuesday when we come back for Shadowrun missions Tuesday nights. It is 9:55. There is no way we're going to do this combat in the next 5 minutes. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, all of this planning that we did, in a moment, we're going to see if it does what it always does, which is just evolve into mass murder hoboage.
Hey, we planned for that this time.
You did.
Yeah, we're trying not to have that happen.
So thanks everyone for hanging out with us. I'm a little bit bummed that we're not going to get into this combat right now, but I'm also happy for another reason about not getting into this combat right now. And we'll be able to really dedicate our time to it next week instead of feeling like we have to rush through it. So that'll be good. Yeah, we got a lot of things going on in the next little bit. Before next Tuesday, we have Thursday night. Duryea, give us what you got.
We're doing Talk It Out. The topic this week is infidelity. Can you be addicted to cheating? So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about current events. So it'll be on twitch.tv/daygamer, DAYGAYMER.
All right. So yeah, that's Duryea's Thursday night deal. Friday night, we've got Dresden here. Saturday morning, we've got
Friday
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry to cut you, but Friday night is community game night. Dresden is on
Mondays. Dresden is Mondays. So Friday night community game night, we join us. I mean, come play with us. Actually, it's not just about watching it on Twitch. It's more about come and play with us. Saturday morning, we have D&D episodicals. And then Sunday is the first stream of Like Clockwork. So I'll be the DM for that. We're really excited about that one. We've got all the preludes set up, so all the characters are going to come together and start seeing what's going on in this world. Monday is Geek It Out again at Day Gamer.
Not this Monday.
Not this Monday?
2 Mondays from now. It's every other Monday. We had one Monday.
All right. But we do have Dresden on Monday night, so join us for that. And then finally, full circle, Tuesday night, come back. We're going to mess up some Humanus. That's always a good time. Yeah. Anyone else have anything they'd like to say?
No,
Got it all
I think,
covered? All right.
Well, thanks for joining.
You guys are awesome.
Yep. Thanks for joining. And once again, thank you, Tom, for running tech for us. It's getting better and better every week. And, we're just really stoked that we've got all this together. So see you later, guys.